After many years of ostracism, the X-Men are finally on the rise again. In addition to a successful run in comics coming to an end, an animated series and new films on the way for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, heroes are dominating debates and discussions on social media. And like any good X-Men fan, we can't forget the women who made history on the team. Jean Grey, Storm, Rogue, Emma Frost. There are many names that exude the power of a true daughter of the Atom, and these are just some of the most formidable mutants that have ever walked through comics. In this video, we bring together the 10 most powerful women in the X-Men universe. Subscribe to the channel and like the video for more content like this. Take the opportunity to suggest the theme for the next video below in the comments. Madelyne Pryor. Like Jean Grey, her clone Madelyne Pryor is one of the most powerful figures in the X-Men universe in the comics. In large part, this is due to the fact that she retains all of the gifts of the original Jean, such as telepathic power, telekinesis and psionic shots. However, she was also known for her encounter with witchcraft and the occult arts. Adopting the code name Goblin Queen, she is able to conjure her own demons straight from limbo, creating armies at her disposal. Madelyne can also bind this magic to her psychic gifts, which makes her a very powerful opponent for anyone, as we recently saw in X-Men 97. Polaris. If mutant powers are passed on through DNA, it makes perfect sense that the daughter of the Master of Magnetism is one of the X-Men's most powerful heroes. Polaris is known for possessing powers similar to her father, being able to control fields of magnetism and various metals, using them in a more defensive way or for direct attacks. Lorna Dane also has some extra abilities, such as the ability to remain immune to certain types of radiation and toxins. An ally of the X-Men and X-Factor, she has always used these gifts for noble causes, and her abilities have improved exponentially since her appearance in Marvel Comics. Hope Summers. During M-Day, Scarlet Witch annihilated the X gene across planet Earth, leaving only 198 mutants with their gifts intact. It was years before another mutant birth was recorded, and when Hope Summers arrived into the world, she was being hunted from all sides by villains willing to not let the Homo Superior get around their genocide. Rescued and raised by Cable in a very distant future, she became the Mutant Messiah, due to her ability to mimic other people's powers and also stabilize other mutants. More recently, she was a crucial player in Krakoa's resurrection protocols, leading the Five and helping her species reign supreme. Cassandra Nova. While many mutants use their gifts to do good and protect their own species, others take advantage of them to fulfill personal vendettas and petty missions. No one is a better example of this than Cassandra Nova, Charles Xavier's twin sister, who reportedly died in the womb but came back to life as a huge thorn in Professor X's side. Cassandra has the same psionic gifts as Xavier, but in her quest for revenge, she has accumulated several abilities over the years, such as the gift of replicating her own DNA or the ability to conjure fire from the vastness of the cosmos or the depths of hell. And throughout her history, she has used her gifts to persecute, punish, and annihilate other mutants. Rogue. No matter the version, whether in theaters, in the comics, in X-Men, the animated series or X-Men Evolution, every fan of the Children of the Atom must have a special affection for Rogue. With an ability that looks more like a curse, the ability to suck the vital energy, memories, and even powers of her opponents, she has always been a time bomb in the team. However, what makes Anna Marie's story so special is the way in which, over the years, she learned to master her feelings and emotions so as not to be a danger to everyone around her. This, more than the gift of replicating any mutant ability on the planet, is her greatest power and why we root for her so much. Selene. Selene Gallio is an ancient mutant, who many believe to be the first exponent of the Homo Superior race on Earth. Her immortality is entirely associated with her genetic power, which transforms her into a psychic vampire, draining the life force of her victims. Having lived for so many years, she went down a dark path, becoming a powerful witch. In terms of experience and raw power, few can surpass Selene in her various abilities. In later years, she continued to use her gifts for personal gain, and even joined the Hellfire Club, where she achieved adoration and fortune under the mantle of the Black Queen. To this day, the sorceress still represents a major threat. Magic. One of the most tragic heroines to ever walk the Marvel Universe, young Illyana Rasputin had her childhood corrupted and stolen, forced to live several years of her life in limbo, a dimension between dimensions, governed by demons and dark beings. Trained from an early age to become the Daughter of Hell, she lived up to her heroic codename. A sorceress capable of rivaling Doctor Strange, she also has her natural mutant power, the ability to create portals dash, as well as having a spiritual sword capable of separating souls from bodies and her own demonic form, which makes her much more powerful and violent. An ex-women prodigy, she has even hosted the Phoenix Force. Emma Frost. From the X-Men's greatest enemy to one of their most formidable leaders, the White Queen appeared in the comics as part of the Hellfire Club, a secret organization of mutants that sought to control the world. She was the director of the Massachusetts Academy, a rival of the Xavier Institute, but which prepared private soldiers. A born teacher, Emma also has great mastery and technique behind her telepathic powers. Although she is not as powerful as Jean Grey, she has a perfect command of her mental gifts, and can use them in terrifying ways, as well as her secondary mutation, the Diamond Form, which has made her become a heavyweight in the world Children of the Atom. Storm. From her youth, when she explored the valleys and savannas of the African continent, Ororo Monroe was called a goddess, because of her gifts and powers, which allowed her to spread rain, winds and life in desolate lands. So when she joined the X-Men, Storm vowed to honor that title and continue using her abilities for the greater good. Classified as an Omega-level mutant, she can manipulate the forces of nature, creating tornadoes and gales, shooting lightning, even giving rise to torrential rains and searing blizzards. Ororo is one of the most powerful mutants to ever walk the Earth, so much so that she was the ruler of the mutant planet of Arakko, or Mars, if you prefer. Jean Grey. Among goddesses and queens, only one reigns supreme, the Phoenix. Presented in the first edition of X-Men, in 1963, Jean Grey was, at first, a telekinetic with limited powers. Over the years and arduous training, she developed advanced telepathic abilities, superior even to Charles Xavier's abilities. Since then, Jean has had many lives, literally. Killed and reincarnated by the cosmic power of the Phoenix Force, Jean has had a remarkable evolution of power throughout her history and is one of the best-worked cases of how supreme power can corrupt. More than host to a cosmic force, Jean is like a beating heart, pumping life into the Children of the Atom. Subscribe to the channel and like the video for more content like this. Take the opportunity to suggest the theme for the next video below in the comments. See you in the next video.